We all love the Sinnoh region. Its vibrant atmosphere, colorful towns, cities, and music immerse us in the game. It also has iconic Pokemons like Infernape and Garchomp. When the leaks about Diamond and Pearl remakes for the Nintendo Switch were announced, we all had very high expectations. But expectations shattered when the trailer came out and we could clearly see that the focus was on Legend Arceus and not on BDSP. So, what went wrong with the games, and is BDSP actually bad or overrated? We will discuss this in this video. So before starting, don't forget to subscribe the channel and let's get started. When Pokemon Diamond and Pearl officially hit shelves in 2007, it received mixed reviews. The games were great, but it had some issues. The major issues that player highlighted were the imbalance of type of Pokemon present in the regional decks of the game. There were more than 20 water types, but only 5 fire type Pokemons, and 3 of them were the Chimchar line. And if you didn't pick Chimchar, then your only fire option were Ponyta and Rapidash. There were some other issues regarding the slow pacing of the game and the very long HP bar. But it all changed when Platinum released, because it fixed all the above mentioned issues and also added ton of new things like the Distortion World and the Battle Frontier. So, we can definitely say that Platinum was the best and the definitive way to play the Sinnoh games. Everyone expected BDSP to incorporate the improvements that Platinum had introduced, but it didn't. BDSP were overly faithful to Diamond and Pearl, carrying over the exact same issues as the originals. Once again, the limited regional decks was a problem, and fan favorite features like the Distortion World and Battle Frontier were missing. It was especially disappointing not to see the Distortion World reimagined in high quality graphics. It really felt like a missed opportunity. On top of that, BDSP's difficulty curve was uneven. While the main story remained relatively easy, with some gym leaders having questionable team compositions, but the battle at the end took a sharp turn. Battles against the Elite Four and Champion ramped them in difficulty with surprisingly competitive teams, which could feel jarring, especially for newer players. Cynthia's team, which was already very difficult to beat, is now EV and IV trained. BDSP's art style was totally different from the modern entries in the game. Instead of going for a modern look like Sword and Shield, they went with an art style that looked really close to the original DS games. The characters looked a bit too toy-like in the overworld, while the battles had more detailed models, which made things feel a bit inconsistent. If it had visuals from Sword and Shield or Legend Arceus, then the game would have looked so much better. So in this part of the video, we are supposed to talk about the good things in the game. Let me just check my script real quick. Yeah, nope, nothing. I mean, they somehow made a remake feel like a downgrade. That's impressive in its own way. But okay fine, if I had to say something nice, the music was great. The remastered soundtrack actually slapped. And hey, at least the game ran without crashing, right? Now that's something. If the game is that bad, so why would anyone should ever play this game? If you only have a Switch and don't want to emulate, then to explore Sinnoh, BDSP is the only option. And if you want to complete the national decks in Pokemon Home, then this game is a gem, because you can literally obtain the first 493 Pokemons by just these 2 games. And of course, except some of the mythicals, and if you don't have Mew or Jirachi, you can obtain these 2 in BDSP by having the save data of any of the Let's Go game and Sword or Shield respectively. At the end of the day, BDSP played it way too safe. It's basically a copy paste of the originals with a few surface level changes, and just like that, it's labeled as a brand new Pokemon game. Honestly, Platinum is still the best way to explore Sinnoh. It had more content, better pacing, and fixed many of the issues that BDSP chose to ignore. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on BDSP, and subscribe for more Pokemon content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.